everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk. My name is Toyin and today I'll be talking about culture. I'll be talking about Nigerian culture. What is Nigerian culture? Well, Nigerian culture is how we dress, about our food, how we talk, the respect that we give and how we behave all together. But I'm not going to talk about Nigerian in general because there are about 1,150 dialects in Nigeria. That is big. But I'm not going to talk about all that because, to be honest with you, I don't even know all of it. But I do know about Yoruba. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. But before that, please subscribe, share and like my channel. Nigerian culture. I'm going to talk about our language. I love our language. I love the Yoruba language. It's beautiful. You know, it's something I'm so proud of when I hear people say it, especially in public, especially in a foreign country. It's a beautiful language. So I don't understand why we don't teach our young ones how to speak it. I don't know why we're not so proud of it. I mean, we go to a different country that we start living in and we change everything. We forget about where we're coming from. For example, the young ones, when you try to speak to them in Yoruba, they don't understand. I'm not saying all of them. It's just so upsetting to see that, you know, we're able to speak it where we come from, but when we come to a foreign country, we're not speaking it. I mean, the older ones speak it to each other, but they forgot to educate the young ones, you know, about our language, and it's really quite upsetting. I'm a victim of that too, because I've got two young kids and I try to speak it to them, but I didn't start early. I start very later date, and it's quite difficult for them to catch up, even though they're trying their best to speak it, but it's not as great as if they have started earlier. And I feel like we should get our children to speak it. We should be proud for them to speak it, either in public or indoor or wherever they go. I mean, let's take, you know, the Asian culture, for example. They speak the language. The kids speak only the language at home. He doesn't change the English because they know that they were born in that country. So they will automatically pick up that English. But the language is a must in a household. So therefore, when they go outside, they speak it as well. And the young ones don't mind. They love to speak it. So why are we different? Why don't we embrace our own language as well? And it also upset me when I go to Nigeria itself and I see my, you know, friends or people trying to get the children to speak, you know, the English language rather than their own native language, which is quite upsetting. I mean, in Nigeria itself, you're teaching your kids how to speak English rather than how to speak your own tongue, mother tongue. It's not right. It's just not right. You know, if a child, I mean, these days, if you can speak multiple languages, that is a bonus. It's a great asset to have. So I don't understand why people wouldn't want to embrace that, why people wouldn't want to educate the young one. I remember when I was growing up in school, you know, group of friends that, you know, either Ghanaian, Jamaican or Caribbean. And we used to tease each other, laugh at each other, make fun of each other. And I remember acting like, I'm Jamaican because I don't want to sound, African, because they used to, disrespect Africans, like, oh, you're African, you're this. And I used to feel a bit out of place. But now, having growing, knowing what I know about my language, about my culture, I love it. So I will be proud in wherever setting I am to speak my language, because I know the value of it now. And I still believe the same thing that I went through when I was younger is still going round today in the society we live in with our children. And I believe if parents can take the time to educate their children about the culture, about our language, then they will feel no way to go outside and relate with their peers about their culture. They wouldn't mind. I'm not putting blame or fault at anyone, not at all. That's not my aim. I just noticed that these days we have less of our young ones, speaking our language. And it's very upsetting to see that other culture, young ones speaking more than our children. And remember one time my niece was speaking to my mom on the phone, and my mom was talking to her in English, and she was actually responding in Yoruba. That was so beautiful. I was so impressed with her, and that just made me realize that our children can learn if we push them to learn, if we encourage them to learn. And it's just beautiful seeing her and hearing her voice and the way she sound speaking. It was so beautiful. I was so impressed and I was so proud of her, and this is why I'm pleading with our parents, young parents, older parents, to please, let's teach our children about our languages, about our dialects. Let them speak it at home, especially at home. When they're young, very young, and they pick up the language, it's easier for them than when they're a bit older and it's harder for them, to learn the language. We don't need to worry about whether they can speak English. They will be able to pick up English because English is very easy to pick up. They were born in that country, and they will speak English. They speak English in school. They speak English with their friends. So when they come home, we can speak our dialect to them, our own language. Let them know it. Let them, understand the importance of, speaking our language. I love our language. I love Yoruba. Beautiful language. It's so, I feel so proud when I see the young one, copying what we do back home in terms of, our respect, our values. It's so heartwarming that I just love it. Today is all about, getting our children to learn how to speak our language, learn how to embrace it, love it. It's very important that we do. Parents that are already teaching this young ones about our culture and teaching them how to speak it, I commend you all. You're doing a great job. Please don't stop. Continue to do that, because it's a pride, to see your sibling, your little ones, speaking it is beautiful. So I'm sure when someone said, oh, your daughter is impressive, or your son, it's impressive the way they just spoke your language, I'm sure that pride just float through your face, and you just love the fact that someone else appreciate that. And that is beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And this is the reason why I'm saying, please, let's continue to encourage our young ones, to speak our language. Let's encourage them, you know, to be free in terms of embracing where they come from. It's very important. And, you know, I'm proud. I'm a proud mother of two. And I teach my little one, you know, about our culture, you know, how to greet people, how to speak to people. I'm not saying other culture don't have respect or anything. No, not at all. I'm just talking about my country and our language. Beautiful. So please continue to do so if you haven't been doing that. And if you have, well done and thank you very much. Well, that's all from me today. Thank you for watching. And once again, please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share it. Thank you. Bye. God bless you. Bye-bye.